Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to a little sharing, a little segment. What are we sharing? We are sharing love. We are sharing kindness. We are sharing compassion. We are sharing forgiveness. We are sharing grace. All good things from the heavens above, as Tracy perceives it. Tracy is the medium in which collective consciousness is flowing through. Tracy has moved aside, lack of better words, to allow source energy to communicate. Angels, past loved ones, the oneness, the wholeness. So grand. In Tracy's world, a miracle. To ones watching, what are you doing? Who's talking? Who's talking? Why? I don't understand. A miracle. Tracy, to this day, could not share what truly takes place in the receiving of collective consciousness. She truly has moved aside to allow words. Tracy has no idea what the next word will be because we, Source, angels, have the ability to communicate. And so, in this day, this very day, we wish to communicate, we wish to share our voice through Tracy and speak about love. 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 The love you hold within. The love that you authentically are. For truly, underneath layers of human experience is only divine, eternal, loving light. A love so grand, it is light. And we often ask, where were you before your arrival upon Mother Earth? Where were you? Where were you? Love for oneself is truly the expansion of eternal light. We understand, for even Tracy has great difficulty in loving oneself, often condemning and judging, often, especially when we are presenting, creating a video to share. She often thinks about the judgment and the condemning and the snickering and the laughing. She also knows that there are ones that truly embrace the message that we are sharing. It is a miracle that we have a voice. Is that not a miracle? And past loved ones have a voice. And in this, Tracy will say, isn't it something? Isn't it something that when we leave physical form, when we depart physical form, Mother Earth, into the great heavens, that we still have a voice? So truly, Tracy is a voice for the heavens. Many, many are able to receive in this miraculous fashion. And Tracy feels extremely blessed that she has the ability. She came to earth with it already in place. And all she wants to do is share. But love for oneself, or the lack of love for oneself. So many depend, rely on, expect, count on the feeling of love from someone else. So many feel on top of the world when they have found the love of their life, let us say. And they feel so good because they are in love. And the other is loving them, and they are loving the other. And then pathways move along, and all that love that perhaps was once experienced starts to become, we'll just say, in a place that is not a place that feels of love and light. Some end up with anger towards one another, resentments towards one another, uncaring towards one another, marriage to divorce. And we are not saying that all relationships end. And we are not saying that all relationships end up in resentment and anger and frustration and hurt. Deep, deep hurt. We are sharing that love for oneself is the beginning to love all others. Love for oneself has the understanding that it's not another loving to create the love. So many feel so empty when they feel that they are not in a loving relationship or loving relationships. May it be family, friends, may it be a spouse, a lover. So many feel happiness and love comes from someone else or something else. Something else. An experience in life to bring love, to feel loved. What we are sharing with you from the great heavens above, angels speaking with you, that love for oneself, forgiveness towards oneself, kindness towards oneself, compassion towards oneself, that is the miracle. That is who you are. Tracy often condemns herself. Tracy often judges herself because when she places a video out, she knows there will be condemning and she knows there will be judgment. And she does find a space to feel less than in it all. Why are one so unkind? Why? Why the bully in the playground? Why the unkind words, the harsh judgment? Why the condemning? Why the resentment? Why? And truly, the one that is offering the unkind words, delivering unkind words, creating a space of havoc for others, the bully in the playground. It is just an expression of the absence of love for oneself. When you feel on top of the world, when you are in love with love, when you are passionate and vibrant and vivacious and feeling this sense of ecstasy, you would never condemn another. Not in that moment, not in that space, not at all. You would only see through the lens of love. You would only see the world through this loving space. And the loving space would not permit condemning and judgment and unkind words and hurt feelings. It just would not. So when we share love for oneself is truly the key to all happiness. And ones will say, well, this is BS. You don't live my life. Love for myself. Do you know what they said to me? Since I've been a kid, I've been hearing how awful I am. Understood. When you can view, we want to say others. experiences with others, when you can see that anyone that you communicate with, that you are with, that you are a stranger on the street, anyone, they are all coming from a place of where they stand. Meaning, if you're in a really good mood and you're going down the street and you're hello, speaking to ones, Tracy often says, hello, how are you this day? And she likes to speak to everyone when she walks by. Some will just gentle smile, some will stop to engage in conversation, and others will scowl as much to say, how dare you smile at me when I feel the way I feel. How often do you not feel good and go out and someone smiles at you and you're not in the receiving mode. You don't want to receive it. And you may condemn the other. Oh, nice for you to smile. Good for you to be happy. You don't live my life. You haven't had my day. You're not grieving like I am grieving. Just by your own reaction, you can understand where you are in the feeling of love. We know loving oneself is easy to say. Loving oneself is not always easy to be. Love upon oneself, forgiveness upon oneself. When you are coming from the place of compassion and kindness and ease and grace, all communication is always loving. It's always loving and understanding. So the key is to understand that everyone, when they are communicating with you, when they are engaging with you, whether it be a spouse or a stranger on the street, they are coming from a place of where they are in the love scale, if you will. If one is frustrated, it is difficult to feel love. If one is angry, it is difficult to feel love. In fact, you truly have to place anger down to feel love. And so often ones feel angry because they feel the absence of love. They're not holding love, they're holding anger. They're holding fear. They're holding resentment. They have to place it down to feel and to allow happiness and joy and love to arise, to be expressed. Now, we're not saying if you are communicating with someone who is angry that you just say to them, oh, you should find love for yourself, you'll feel better. No. If there is a heated argument, or just an argument, or just sitting in silence and one is very angry, doesn't want to speak at all, just have the understanding that they are coming from a place in which they are feeling. And so often ones put it upon their own shoulders. Well, I can't make that one happy. I wish I could make them happy. Or perhaps you feel sad because you cannot relieve the other of their anger or frustration or sadness. Fill it in. And when you yourself feel hurt, fill it in. Frustrated, betrayed. feeling less than, feeling unworthy, feeling unloved. That is the time to sit quiet and love yourself. It is okay to feel all emotions. That is why you arrived to Mother Earth, to feel everything. When you feel the depths of love for oneself, then you do feel everything, but everything in the expansion of divine eternal light, because that is truly who you are underneath layers of human experience. So the message for the day, love. Love, 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 and compassion and forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Compassion towards yourself. Place down judgment. Place down condemning towards yourself and naturally towards others. But when you find that space of love for oneself, you would never condemn another. You would see them in the light of love because you view yourself in the light of love. Really, 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 really good. Really good. There is great love for you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.